Hi, I'm Paris, and it's been 6 months since I last updated you on my cryptocurrency mining saga, and I wanted to let you know how close I'm getting to becoming a millionaire. Still got a ways to go. Now, I've reached a milestone, which is I've actually mined, or in the case of Chia coin, which is what I'm working with, we call it farmed, but I have obtained half a coin. Now, if that was Bitcoin, I'd be sitting pretty because that would be worth $20,000, $22,000 today. I'd be pretty happy. With Chia coin, however, when I started mining back last summer, it was about $800 a coin, and currently it's gone down some. It's actually $80 a coin right now, which means my total earnings for all of this work and mining and farming, it's about $40. It's hard being a farmer, especially when your crop shrivels up in value. I still have faith, though, that Chia will be a good cryptocurrency in the future. What it's got going for it is that it doesn't require computers to use a whole lot of electricity to do the farming of the Chia coin. Instead, you just need storage space. But the extent of my investment has been a few external hard drives, which I can always repurpose later. But yeah, I certainly did spend a lot more than $40 to get started on this. If you didn't see my previous videos on the topic, I'll explain briefly that Chia coin is farmed by having your computer produce these farming plots. It's very CPU intensive for a couple hours while it's doing that. And then it does some of this and that, and finally you end up with your plot and you accumulate those plots. And so long as your computer is online and your external drives or wherever you have the plots stored, it can be accessed by the computer. Then you participate in the Chia network, where there's, just like with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, there's a computational challenge, and your computer has all of those plots. If one of them happens to be the best match for that challenge, then you win. And what you win, if you're selected, is you win 2 Chia coin. Now, the more people farming Chia and the more plots out there, the harder it is for you to have the winning plot because there's more competition. So if you really get obsessed with this, which I've tried not to, then you just keep getting more and more storage, more and more external drives, or however you're doing the storage for all those plots, and you get more and more of them to up your chances of winning. Sounds a lot like gambling, right? Then late last summer, official pool mining got started. And what a pool mine is, or I guess a pool farm in the case of Chia, is a bunch of people get together, and it's just like in an office when people decide, let's all get together, everybody pay $5, and we're going to buy all these lottery tickets. And if any of the tickets win, we'll all split the winnings. So Chia pool farming is like that. It's a bunch of farmers who get together. Some have bigger farms, some have smaller farms, and based on how much you contribute, when anybody wins the coins, instead of them receiving the coins, it gets split up amongst all the members in the pool. The reason it's nice is most days you can win something. It's not a whole lot. In my case, it's not a whole lot. But with Chia coin falling to about $80 a coin, that means, for example, the pool that I was in, True Pool, they won. There was a winner about once a day. That would mean the earnings for the people who ran the pool, I think it was 4 people, would be 80 cents. So they get to divide that up amongst themselves, which may explain why just last month, that pool that I had been in since the start of pooling, and it was a really good pool, they decided it just wasn't financially feasible and they closed the pool. Now, I really like the original pool that I chose, True Pool, because they seem very upfront about things, located in the US. They had pictures of the people running it, because shady things can happen with the pools if the people running it are not completely honest, because the money goes to them and then they divide it up. But there's, lots of things that could happen in there. So you really have to trust your pool that they're not skimming off more than that 1% that they say. So I like what I saw on the OpenChia website. They do have pictures of the people there too. And I did some more research, see what other people had to say about them. And what's interesting, their website is more full-featured than TruePool's was. They actually have a screen, well, I'll show you a little bit of it here. You can actually see exactly what's going on the server that runs the whole pool. They emphasize transparency, which is great, and that's why they show you what's going on the server. The thing is, when I look at it, I don't really know what any of it means. What I do understand, and what I think is pretty cool, is they actually have an app that goes with their Chia farming pool, where you can see all the stats of what's happened during the day, how many coins have been won, the distribution, how many farmers there are, and you can look on the app to see exactly what's happening with your account. And here you can see my daily earnings. This is with Chia coin being worth about $80. My daily earnings are 47 cents. So am I going to keep going with Chia Coin after these disappointing numbers 6 months in? I am, because way back when, 2013, 2014, I bought a little device I could plug into the computer that would mine Bitcoin. And after a month, it had only mined, I don't know, less than a tenth of a Bitcoin. And based on Bitcoin's value then, I don't know what it was, a few $100s, and the cost of electricity and this and that, the conclusion of the calculator I used was I would never break even to pay back even that little mining piece that I bought. Yeah, that was based on Bitcoin being worth a few $100s. If I had continued mining, I might have, over the course of 2-3 years, maybe accumulated 2 or 3 Bitcoin. Now, what that'd be worth right now, I'd be looking at $120,000. So I don't want to make that mistake again. I'll stick it out at least for another 6 months. And again, the hard drives that I purchased, I can always repurpose for other things. But for the time being, I'll just stick with the farm the size that I have. And I still stand by what I said in my earlier videos, that if your computer's on all the time, you've got extra spare external hard drive lying around, download the software, make a few plots. When your computer's running, let it do the mining. So I'll link at the end of this video to my previous Chia videos in case you're interested in finding out more and possibly setting it up. And I'll see you, not quite a millionaire, more a $40-yonaire on the next review.
There are so many choices and you don't want to stress. You want your health food at home, receiving only the best. That's what we're here for, we give honest reviews. parristx.